Hello and welcome back to the Sunday Funday podcast, the official podcast of the Wild Wild West Fantasy Baseball League. Today I am joined by my co-host, Mr. Alan Orms.
What's going on, everybody? How we doing?
What's up? Good to have you. And today we are joined by our final non-playoff team manager, Mr. Austin Hardley.
What's going on, boys?
What's up? Good to have you.
Yes, sir.
So, we'll start you off the same way we start everybody. Just give us a little life update. What's going on outside of baseball?
It's not much. I joined Graham, got a tattoo, first one, very small. I wanted to be a bitch and make sure it felt good before I went crazy. So, might go big, probably back here, I think. Maybe get one actually where Graham's at too.
Little thigh tap?
Yeah. So, I mean, really not much. Just working and going with the flow, honestly.
How's a new girl going?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. We're coming up on 10 months, so everything's been great, honestly. Yeah.
So what's your situation? Is she like staying with you? You staying with her?
So,
or y'all still...
No, we still have two places right now. So I live in Louisville and she lives in New Albany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but my lease ends at the end of April, so we're gonna move in together.
Hell yeah.
Let's try to buy a house at the end of the year. That's the goal.
There you go.
So, very cool.
Yeah.
Big moves coming soon.
Yeah. Save up the money.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into baseball.
Oh boy.
So, this is your fourth year in the league, right?
Yeah, I think this is year 4.
All right.
I don't know. I get mixed in because of COVID year. The short year.
Okay, 4.5, whatever, something like that.
Yeah.
So, your first 3 or 3.5 years in the league, you have yet to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
You flirted with last for the majority of last season, but then you made a couple of big trades.
Yeah.
I'd almost call them desperation trades, but they worked out. You ended the season hot.
Yeah.
So, what did you learn from those trades, and how are you going to use that to succeed in 2023?
You know, it's been a struggle recently. I keep telling myself this is the year, and then it's not. So I feel like I do really good like drafting, but then I just suck at being a manager afterwards. Like every year after the draft, I'm like, all right, I really like the team. And then I'll get other people saying like, oh, your team's pretty solid. I'm like, all right, cool, I feel good. And then the draft happens, or afterwards, and I just fumble.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping to just stay consistent this year and continue off of what I did the last 6 weeks of last season.
Mm-hmm.
I had one of the best records towards the end when it came to the last 6 weeks. So I don't know. I'm just hoping I can continue doing that and make smart trades, not like make emergency trades on Sundays if it's not worth it in the long run.
A streaming pitcher.
Yeah, exactly.
That's been the biggest trend.
Yes, everyone loves to do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I get it. You want to win the week, but then it's going to hurt you in the long run. I think was it Dawson maybe last year or the year before last? He would literally trade every Sunday, and then it got to the point at the end of the year he had no roster.
Yep. Trading your stack for
a
transaction.
Exactly.
Was not fun.
Yeah. So just hoping the team works out this year. Honestly. I put a lot of pressure on myself this year with some bold predictions.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, you're not the only one that believes in yourself this year. We've had Carlin and Quentin, both. Connor just got here. We've had Carlin and Q both pick you as a surprise team. How does it feel to have the support of 2 poverty owners?
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, honestly. I do appreciate it, but I'd love to hear it from a playoff team before I get my confidence up. Because it's just the bottom feeders hyping each other up a little bit. Carlin with this fluke year or whatever, I don't count that. But, I mean, I feel like I've put a lot of pressure on myself this year with some bold predictions, and I think I just got to show it this year. I mean, I've been in the league long enough to know the system. I just got to produce.
Yeah.
I plan on doing it this year. So.
Are you willing to make a guarantee?
Well, I made one.
You did?
I did. So if I don't make the playoffs this year, I will pay $100 of whoever wins the leagues next year's buy-in.
All right. I like
I want to put pressure on myself. I didn't do it any other years. I feel like I put the time into pre-drafting. Like I listen to a lot of stuff. I look at a lot of stuff, statistics, but just haven't been able to crack the playoffs. But I'm determined this year to do it. So
I have a strong feeling you will be in the middle of that.
yeah.
They got 3 bottom feeders.
Alrighty, so we've got a trend here with the hypotheticals. We're going to ask you a question. You're going to let us know what you think.
Okay.
So you are going on a cross-country road trip.
Okay.
And you have 3 league members to choose. Who's driving? Who's navigating? Who's on aux? And who's got the snacks? Yourself can be included.
I can be included?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm driving.
Obviously.
I don't trust anybody with driving.
Yeah, you got the CDL for it.
Yeah, I will drive the whole time. So I'll take care of that. Let's see. You said navigation?
Mm-hmm. Your shotgun driver.
Probably Michael.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, probably. I feel like he could get me around well enough and not yell at me. The last person I would pick for navigation would be Brock. Because he would just be screaming the entire time at me.
He wouldn't tell you when to turn? Nothing?
No. My girlfriend does that. She's terrible at navigation. Awful. She'll tell me after I pass the turn.
Oh, you just missed your turn?
Yeah.
A couple miles ago. I was afraid to tell you.
Yeah. Ox? Probably.
Who's got the heat? Who's got the playlist?
I feel like Graham.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like he's got enough variety for me that we would be chilling with it. And then for snacks, that's a tough one. Maybe Brock for that.
All right, you heard it here first, Brock.
But it would be a bunch of chicken tenders though. So
there you go.
Hey.
But do you think that group of 4 is okay for a 12-hour potential car ride?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I think so. I think it'd be fun.
I think so too. We'd have a good trip.
Yeah, it'd be a good trip.
Well, this is normally where we would go to a Sneech question, but they let me down big time.
Wow.
Yeah, I asked them several times and big nothing burger from them. So
Appreciate the love.
let's just sit here in silence for 3 minutes to punish the Sneeches for not giving a question.
Appreciate
Love
the
the
love. Yeah.
So we'll just move on. What's your bold prediction for 2020?
Actually, hold on. Go back to the Sneeches.
Oh, okay.
Just randomly. Didn't Chuck say he would never be a Sneech, and now he's a Sneech?
He did say that, but
Okay.
that was out of bitterness, I think. It was more out of jealousy.
Okay.
And,
Kind of wanted to call him out on that because
Chuck
he
is a
always
very
said,
jealous man.
Yeah, he always said he did not want to be a Sneech, and now he's a Sneech.
yeah.
That's what a Sneech would do.
Yeah.
He's been a very, very proud, excited Snitch this year. And I was with you on that one. I didn't know if he would leave it, but no, he joined, gave us a very nice welcome, and he's been right in the heart of it.
That was a big debate before we added him to the group. We delayed adding him for probably like 3 months just because we were like, well, he said.
Right.
But then we
talked a lot of shit about the Sneeches.
It makes a lot of credibility if the Sneech, if we invite a Sneech and they leave on their own, lose a lot of credibility. So we were nervous, but he's
been a good member so far.
So, bold prediction?
Yeah.
Well, besides mine that I already got going, there's a couple. So I looked at draft picks a little bit, and there's one that y'all might be surprised I'll say that I don't like, but I don't like Mickey's picks.
Interesting.
I don't like him because he's very top heavy, which, granted, he's a great manager. I can't knock him on that. And I think he did this last year for the most part, but like his first 8 picks are good, but then they're just terrible. Like he's got
a big gap.
He's got like 7 or 8 picks from like 24 in 25th round.
Yeah,
I like his acquisition for number 7 though.
That was good.
Yeah,
I like that one.
but I think it's a top 6 and there's a drop off.
So he's just trying to have a handful of all-stars and then just figure it out the rest of the way, pretty much.
Yeah, which he does that. I mean, I'm not going to knock him on it, and he's figured it out every year. He's finished second, obviously.
Famously.
Just looking at it, though, personally, I'm like a little worried on it. The other prediction, nobody else would be surprised. Carlin's absolutely finishing last.
Oh, that's
His picks are getting worse and worse every trade he does. At one point, I thought his picks were good. Like, maybe like the first 2 weeks into draft pick trading, I thought his picks were good. And they just progressively have gotten
He just
worse
keeps pushing the
and
club.
worse.
Trust the process,
And
he
worse.
says. But no, the process is horrible.
I have no doubt who will finish last place. So
That's no bold prediction, but we will accept that.
yeah, no, it's kind of a cop-out answer because I think everyone's thinking that.
Well, who's your biggest sleeper?
Sleeper? I think you're going to make the playoffs this year.
Okay, I like that. I do think I will as well.
I think you are. I think you've gone the route that I was considering this year, which was not really trading and just having every round and just being like, you know what, let's see what happens. Because no one's done it since we've done draft pick trading.
Right.
Yep.
That I was originally going to do that, but then I was
It's
getting
hard.
so
It's
itchy.
hard. Because for
getting
me,
itchy.
to me, that's one of my favorite things about fantasy baseball is the draft pick trading.
The hypotheticals.
Yeah, it's so much fun to do that. So, but honestly, I think you'll be back in it.
All right,
I'd
so
love to see it.
if you and Orms are in, which Sneech is out?
So, it's a good one. Yeah. Probably Connor.
I think that's every interview so far.
But I don't hate your picks as much as everybody else does. I could also see Dawson.
Dawson
Fringe.
finished under 500 last year.
Yeah.
Dawson's a
And
fringe.
he doesn't know how to beat me, so which is pretty sad for him, honestly. So probably one of those two, I would say, if I had to do it right now. But that's just coming with you make the playoffs every year. You're a good manager. Nicky, same thing. Henry and Chuck. Brock's not a Sneech, but I know he's a good manager too. So
Knocking on the door.
yeah. So that's what I would probably say right now.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all the questions we had, unless you have anything else, Alan.
I think we're all set. That was a pretty good one right there.
All right. Anything else you want to say to the people before we sign off?
No, I don't think I got anything else. So fuck Chris Carlin.
And that'll do it for you guys. It's been a pleasure, Hardley. Coach, thank you very much for hosting
Appreciate you
us.
having me on.
And that's it for episode 5.